The most common question we get asked on our channel is how did we meet and what is it like for me to date a Filipina and for a Filipina to date a foreigner. So today we're going to talk about some of the topics which many of you guys will be interested in. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road. What an intro. So proud of myself.
Welcome, guys. As a Filipina, we are curious about like how foreigners see us, you know. So we're gonna ask Tom, how is it dating a Filipina woman?
Okay, and I will ask Lai how it is dating a foreigner.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay. And only honest answers, right?
Yeah.
The first difference for me that I noticed dating in the Philippines when I met Lai is family, culture, and the importance it's going to have on your relationship. When we were talking, you can click, I'll leave a link how me and Lai really met. You can watch that video. But me and Lai were talking for about a month online, and it's kind of funny. When I was arriving in the Philippines, she just announced like, "Oh, you should come and join my mom's birthday. All my family will be there."
Yeah.
And I was so shocked. I was like, "Huh?"
Yeah.
And I think Filipinos really put importance on like the family meeting the family, right?
Yes.
So I didn't really know Lai, and I was a bit like taken back by it. So I was like, "Oh, I will meet your family, but maybe we should meet just me and you for the first meet." And yeah, that was kind of a funny story for me that shocked me. I kind of knew it about Philippines already because I spent time there, but it's still like, whoa, it's very maybe intense for foreigners that are not used to it. So foreigners who are going to Philippines for the first time, if your girl's serious with you, she will want to show you to the family.
Yeah, that's the first sign you should see, babe, when meeting a Filipina. If she gonna introduce you to the family, that means it's serious.
Good to know.
Because family plays an important role
So,
in the Philippines.
so would you say if like a foreigner comes to meet a Filipina and she has like no interest in showing the family, that there's something not right?
Not if she wants you to pay for everything.
Wow.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But it's true, right?
Yeah.
There are red flags as well in Filipinas, but the most important part is like when she introduced you to the family. But the red flags where when it comes to Filipinas, if the first time you meet the family and she let you pay for everything and for her friends, that's the red flag.
Okay, but this is a good point. But this is going to bring me on to our next point too. Is when dating a Filipina, gender roles are kind of an expected thing. The man's meant to be the man, the woman's meant to be the woman.
It's true.
Meaning the man provides, protects, the woman takes care of the family, cleans the house.
Yeah, we don't believe in 50-50.
In that.
Yeah, in that.
Let me just ask you a question. The first date we went on, me and Lai met in Century Mall in Makati, and we just sat down.
That was funny stories, yeah.
Yeah, we sat down for lunch, right? At a place called Mary Grace. Many of you will know that who have spent time in the Philippines. And we just ate lunch there, pasta and everything. So I've got a question to ask Lai. Did you bring money on the first date, yes or no?
Yes, I'm prepared.
Okay.
Of course, but like in the back of my mind, like of course, like for me, we always expect command to in the first date. Of course, we expect the man to pay the bill, because it's like our first date, let's say. But of course, like I'm prepared for whatever will happen.
I think most guys that like initiate it, like I wanted to take Lai out, they're gonna like pay for the bill, and for me that's what you should do anyway.
Yeah.
Because you're the one wanting to take her out and date her.
But that was funny, babe, because like remember when we were on a date, the the waiter was like, oh, what should I do?
Oh yeah. So really funny story on our first date.
Memorable.
The waiter come over is like, "Would you like anything else?" And I said, "Oh no, just get me the bill, please." And then he brought the bill over, and he just like put it in front of Lai. So, like me being the sarcastic, funny guy I am, turned around and said, "Oh, that's nice. In the Philippines, the woman pays for everything. And the guy
Yeah.
was like, so flapping, like he didn't know what to do, right?
Yeah,
And he
that was
started apologizing to Lai.
yeah, that was funny because like when when he handed me the bill, I was ready to pay because of course like I was put in a awkward situation, so I was like ready to pay, and in the back of my mind I was like, oh, is it really like
She was like, oh,
should it be
Claire,
like this?
screw you.
Kuya, pressure him, pressure him.
Babe, I actually told him before we sat down, it was a test. I said, give her the bill. I want
Yeah,
to see, will she pay?
that was funny.
No, I'm joking. I didn't. He really just put the bill in front of her. But
Yeah.
I think gender roles is kind of expected in the Philippines, and foreigners don't think they're just gold digging, because it's not just you. Because I've got Filipino friends because I've spent time in the Philippines, and they pay for the dates.
Yeah.
If their job isn't maybe like the best, or they just go on the dates they can afford to do, right? They might go to Angel's Burger and eat Angel's Burger. They might go to Jollibee and just sit down and chat. So
Yeah, because it really depends. Like for us women as well, we will do everything we can to make the man happy, not just like in financial stuff, like in material stuff, but when it comes to like caring, when we cannot afford something, we will like give it to you like in a way where we can like for example cook for you, like that, like in a
yeah,
simple,
just
yeah,
taking
yeah.
care of you. So the next thing that many people will say Filipinas are known for is being very like loyal, mainly because of their value and family beliefs, I believe. Would you
Yes.
say Filipinas are loyal?
Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's true. Like as a Filipina, we value loyalty. As we believe in like dating to marry, of course, we don't want a broken family. So we value loyalty because we will stay in the relationship no matter what will happen. If we started from nothing to achieving something, we will stick. We will stick to the relationship, and if something goes wrong, we will stick with the relationship no matter what happened, as long as we feel that the man loves us. Of course, you will get the loyalty you deserve.
Wow. Good to know.
Yes.
So you will be loyal no matter what.
Of course, babe.
There we go, guys. So, yeah, I think Filipinos are kind of known as that, but I don't really think that's just a Filipino thing. So I think you can find loyal women all around the world. Of course, because of like cultural differences and beliefs, the family values of the Philippines is really like they don't want
Yeah.
broken families.
We're more like, yeah, traditional.
Even
I'd
though
say, yeah.
there's loads of broken families in the Philippines.
Like even though some of like in the Philippines are single moms.
Yeah, but I think a lot of the single moms is just from like bad decisions when they were younger.
Yeah.
And like many will know that about the Philippines. That's for a whole different video.
Yeah, that's
you know.
for a whole different topic. So
Yeah.
let's move on to the next.
For me, what I'm gonna tell like all foreigners as well, it's really in the Filipino culture. This like men always make the first move. So like if the woman's making the first move on you in the Philippines, I would be very very suspicious of that woman, because generally that's not how it works, right?
Yeah, like as a traditional,
Mm.
as I grew up in a traditional way, we always expect we believe in like courting.
Mm.
We always expect man to make the first move. So we don't just like message you like, hey, I think you're cute.
Yeah.
Should we meet like
Yeah.
that? We don't do that because we value like as a woman, to value ourselves. We believe like men should pursue us.
Yeah. But babe, I did actually want to ask you something. This is a really like tricky subject in dating, like when we're on the date. Like how are you gonna judge like if the guy really is like into you to be serious, or he's not just trying to pull a trick to get you into bed, for example?
I think like of course when we started talking, I asked so many questions as well.
True.
Because of course like I want to know you. It's like wanting to know someone, because not just like to waste the time, but of course to like end up like
Yeah. You wanted to be serious.
yeah I
Same
wanted
as
to
me,
be-
so I feel like I asked you like many questions. Maybe my questions to you might have been like very intrusive because you were like, whoa, but I
Yeah,
was like,
but
I need to know.
yeah, but of course, like I like that way.
Mm,
I like Tom being straightforward with
mm,
what you want,
mm.
and me being honest with what I want as well. So I think that's how we get along the
Yeah.
first time.
Because I think that's one of the first questions like I asked like, and most guys are going to be the same. Or how many boyfriends has this girl had? How many foreigners has she dated? And you can never like trust when you first meet someone that they're going to tell you the truth 100%. But what was your answer to me?
Should I say
Yeah,
that,
just
babe?
say
I'm
it. No,
shy.
don't be shy. You can say whatever you want.
When Tom was asking me like personal questions, I was being honest with him as well because I want him to be honest with me. So I want to. It should be like reciprocated. So I was being honest that I just had like few dates before, and then he was my first. He is my first boyfriend. So he asked me like continuous questions about it.
I was not really into the like, oh, going to the family so soon. But then when I went, I was actually happy I went to meet your family soon because, guys, you can tell a lot from the person's family. I could see how like Lai's younger brothers were, for example. For me, they were very like more shy types and timid, and her mum was so like lovely and accommodating. So I just thought like, oh, she obviously comes from a good family. You get to see the family home, their
Oh,
like
thanks, babe.
their situation and everything. So I knew straight away she come from like a good family, and I could tell the way the younger boys were like your mom was very protective of you. You know, like you
Yeah,
can just get that feeling. So actually after that, I was more like comfortable
with
to
me.
kind of to like I know lie already.
Mm.
Um, yeah, so I think it was actually turned out to be a good thing, but I was, of course, like anyone, you
And
just met, you're dreading meeting the family. You're
yeah,
like, oh no.
and of course, like since Tom is the first guy I introduced to the family, I have no idea like what should I do, and I was nervous that time. So that was funny for me because
Funnier for me to see you.
funnier for
Because I
you.
was like, what's wrong? And she was like, I'm so nervous. And I'm like, we're in your house. I'm shitting myself. I should be the nervous one. Everyone's looking at me, not
Yeah,
at you.
yeah. Yeah, that was funny because I don't know what to do. To be honest, babe, that time I don't know what to do. Like, oh, how should I? Because like I don't really want to be clingy in front of my parents because I'm not used to that. That was the first time. So I was like, oh, what should I do? Should I give him this? Should I give him that? Should I do this? Should I do that? But
And the funniest thing for me, your mom was like, Lai, give Tom rice. Lai, get Tom water. She was like instructing Lai what to do. And I
yeah,
was just like, this is
yeah,
dead funny.
yeah. Like my mom was instructing me to like, oh, why you're not giving this to Tom? Oh, you should give this to Tom. You should do that to Tom.
But as well for me, this was a interesting point for me as well because in the first thing I thought, oh, why is she not like thinking about this? But then I could see how nervous and like kind of timid Lai was as well. Then it just like clarified to me that like, oh, she's never had a guy around her before or been in a relationship before. Like it's just a vibe I could pick
That
up
was
from her. So
that
it was
was
really funny.
embarrassing. Yeah, that was embarrassing. Cause for me, like like what can I do, babe? Because I was just being honest as well. Cause I don't really know what to do that time. But then like thanks to my mom because she was like in front of like we were eating in the dining table and my mom was like, oh, give it to Tom. Like Tom was like giving me hints. And I did not even realize
Yeah,
that.
it was a really awkward, funny time
Yeah, cause
looking
I
back
did.
on it.
Yeah, cause I did not realize like for you it should be like you're shy of course cause that was the first time,
Yeah,
right?
I'm in Lai's house and Lai's expecting me to go in the fridge and get my own stuff. Could you
Yeah,
imagine? I was like, whoa.
yeah, babe, that was funny. So that was our funny experience, like moments together.
Advice time for those because many people watching is either interested in moving to the Philippines or has a Filipina girlfriend or talking to a Filipina like long distance relationship. What's the advice that you would give to other Filipinas to find a good foreigner, and not just a foreigner that's going for like a different reason. Because we all know many foreigners go to Philippines and Thailand and such countries just to play around because they think the girls are easy. What are your thoughts on people from like the Western world just thinking like, oh, all Filipinas are easy?
I cannot really say like all girls, like, we are all different anyway. But of course, you just have to find the perfect girl by knowing the girl first, You have to know her first. Like, you can ask question. Don't be I think for me it's important to like I'd like that kind of way, like you're being straightforward as well, but with like asking questions, and like us being honest, like me being honest to you, because in that way you will really know each other. You can really tell like if the person is serious or not, because if someone's really um trying to make excuses, like when you ask question, he's not really telling you like, oh, I don't think so, like that. Like, you can really tell. I think what you should really look into is when a man is trying to be pushy to bring you into his place. Let's say like, oh, I don't think, oh, we should go here. I think we should just do like Netflix and chill like that. I think that's a bit oh no, that's a red flag. Like, run sis, run.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna ask Tom then, like, how can you find a good Filipino woman?
Good question as well. Return the question. Return the favor. Well, as you can all see, I've found a very good one already.
I knew it. Joke lang.
So, no, for me, it's quite easy actually. And I think many people fall into the trap of just like going to the Philippines. Let's be honest, this is true, right? If you go as a foreigner, you're going to get more attention there because you look different. People's more curious about you as a foreigner, right?
Yes.
But like, because I've traveled around quite a lot, I'm never really like, oh, like when the girls like Thailand, Philippines, hello, darling, hello, handsome. Like, for me, it doesn't bother me in the slightest because I know they say it to me, they say it to their 90-year-old behind me, they say it to the fat guy down the road, they say it to everyone who passes. So for me, it means nothing. But I think some guys come from the West and they're used to maybe having no attention at all, then to getting this attention. And then they just like let their guard down straight away, and it's like they will just choose the wrong Filipina girl.
Yeah, I think like if it's really like out of desperation, then you can like
Choose bad.
Yeah, choose bad with like with the decision. If you're gonna make like a decision so quick, it might really end bad. But
Well, my number one thing is, I'll tell you, like for me, like what I did with Lai, how I think you should find any woman in the world. This isn't just for Philippines, this is just in general. You should get to know her, not rush it, because you will like really see how she behaves and acts in different situations. Like, meet the family, like I did with like early on. And for me, like if you meet the girl and she's just so eager, like for example, for me, if I go to a bar and I could sleep with that girl on the first night, I could never really see myself being with her, because I think most guys think the same. They will always have in the back of their head how you met her, like, oh, it was kind of so easy. Like, maybe if I'm away, she will go out and she can just do this so easy with me. She can do so easy with everyone else, right?
yes.
So I really think it's about like, you can tell as well. Me personally, I can just tell if the girl respects themselves enough. Like when I met Lai, you can just tell, you get the vibe from him, like, oh no, this isn't the kind of girl who's gonna just go off with you on a one night stand, like that kind of thing. All the red flags, if the girls are coming to you, which they obviously do in a lot in the Philippines, it's happened to me, especially around your areas, like Makati, in the more tourist areas, Angela's. Like, girls are going to be throwing themselves at you, but you have to ask yourself why. If you want to know if you're getting like a good Filipino or not, I'd say she's going to want to take you to her family first and foremost if she's serious. So that's a good sign if she's doing that. Then I think like you have to look at their family's living situation and how they're getting on. Are they going to just treat you as a cash cow? Then you can maneuver differently. You might not want to be stuck in a relationship like that. And I think you can just tell if someone's genuinely into you or not as time goes on. I think the worst mistake is just to rush it like, oh, I have a hot Filipina, let me get married to her, let me spoil her with gifts, and then you don't really know it. Same goes the other way to
Yeah, it
Filipinas.
should.
Don't be so. I think Filipinas sometimes are so naive to foreigners, just like, oh, he's a foreigner, maybe like it's an opportunity, I can sleep with him, he will love me. No, it doesn't work like that.
It should work both ways, babe. Like if you really want to have a serious relationship, then you should really like know who you're meeting to, who you're talking to. And yeah, like the same in men, of course. Like if they want like a real, like, real relationship as well, they should really know the girl first.
I think we've probably talked about a good few things here. Maybe you guys in the comments,
Sharing your funny funny stories as well.
funny date stories, funny
Yeah.
cultural difference stories. So yeah, like always, let us know in the comments. We're always interested what we might have missed out. People can write their good experiences, bad
Yeah,
experiences.
you can share your experiences down on the comments, and we will be happy to read all of this.
Yeah. But for me, I think I can say I found a good Filipina in Lai. Hopefully, we can never be 1,000% sure about everything in life, but I'm pretty sure I made the right decision.
Thanks, babe. Of course, like for me, like I value this relationship as well. So I'm lucky I found my tummy.
Oh my god, don't start that. Okay, on that note, adios.
Adios. Ciao.